We're going to take you out to Smoothie King Center at the podium. Zion, 22 points, 17 coming in the fourth quarter. Drew Holiday also at the podium. You're watching it on a bonus coverage of Crunch Time live here on NBA TV.
Who's got the first question? Zion, how would you describe your first game and that whole experience?
It was good to get back out. It was good to get back out there, obviously, but I didn't have the outcome that I wanted, so gotta get better and move on to the next.
How hard was it back here, Zion? Sorry. How difficult was it when you kind of found that rhythm to not be able to stay in, knowing that long term it may have been a better decision?
It's very hard. I'm 19. Honestly, in that moment, I'm not thinking about longevity. I'm thinking about winning that game. So it was very tough.
Sorry, that's really loud. Not having played, in a game in 3 months, just how did you feel physically out there?
I felt fine. Throughout that long rehab process, they just prepared my body to go out there and be ready for that.
Zion, what was it like just before the game, just the emotions of running on the court for the first time and all that? Just kind of talk me through your emotions on that.
It was nice to experience those emotions. I was happy to be out there and be able to run out there again. But what was going through my mind was just be calm.
Coach said that he had to talk to you about halftime about being a bit more aggressive in the second half. Why do you feel that you maybe weren't as aggressive coming out, and then what did you do in the second half to kind of get yourself going?
It wasn't. I don't think it wasn't just Coach. It was Drew, Darius Miller. He just came to me and just said, do what you do. Don't worry about making mistakes. It's gonna happen. You just gotta move on and just join the flow of the game.
Hey, Drew, how do you think Zion adjusted to what you all have kind of been building over the last few weeks? How do you think you all adjusted to him, and will the learning curve, I guess, be shorter than longer going forward?
Yeah, I think he did well. His first official NBA game is against a pretty good team. So, honestly, I think the way he came out was very poised. The way he played, even around us, and bringing energy, especially down the stretch, was something I guess you don't really see from somebody so young. But even on top of that, we're almost in February, and he hadn't played a game yet. So for him to be able to come out here and do that his first game is pretty elite.
Zion, you had not hit Zion over here. You had not hit 4 threes, I think, in a game in college. Were you in the zone?
I guess so. I'm gonna just say, when you're not able to move around, do athletic movements for a while, and the only thing you can do is just shoot spot up jumpers, I guess that was a result of that.
Drew, one non-Zion related question for you. He appreciates that, I see. What were the Spurs doing so much in the first half that was kind of tough to let you guys get into a rhythm?
Just being consistent, really, and I feel like that's kind of the name of the game for them. Is they've always been consistent, packing the paint, just being able to keep us out of there. And again, we know it's the Spurs, and going in there and try to draw fouls can be difficult. But we didn't get to the free throw line. I don't think like we wanted to, but I think them packing the paint and really making this shoot shots maybe we didn't want to shoot.
Yeah, a question for both of y'all. Just how would you describe the environment during that 3-minute stretch with Zion's hitting those threes, just when the crowd got into it? Just what was that like for both of y'all?
For me, I was hyped. After the first one, I was like, all right, cool. And then the second one came, the second three, and I was like, all right, boy, you've been practicing. And then the third one, and from that point on, man, just the energy was crazy. But we've seen him do this since high school. This is what he does. So as exciting as it was, is it really that much of a surprise?
Zion, knowing your skill set and what the medical people have told you, what's your own expectations of how long the process will be before you feel fully acclimated with everything?
Honestly, I don't know how to answer that question. Me personally, I didn't want any restriction, but I'm not a doctor or a trainer, so I just got to listen to them.
Zion, you've obviously prepared for this moment for quite some time. So late in the fourth quarter, you approach the free throw line, you start hearing the MVP chants. How hard was that to like block that moment out and just stay within the moment of the game?
I'm not gonna lie, that was different. I don't think I've ever gotten to that magnitude, but you know, I was just locked in on the game and just trying to help my team win. So I just was trying to lock in.
Drew, when you hear chants of people like Zion when he's on the bench and you guys are trying to win a game, I mean, that's got to be one of those stranger atmospheres you've been a part of. I mean, what's kind of going through y'all's heads at that point?
I understand where the fans are coming from, but we're also looking long term. So there's kind of a dual thing in my mind. What I want him to be out on the court and what I want him to just run to the scorer's table and check in. Yeah, but we got 35 plus games left. So that's really what's important.
Zion, with all the rehab that you've been doing over the past few months and several weeks in preparation, how relieved are you just to get this over with and now you can go to some level of normalcy?
Man,
it's not gonna be normal for him. This is gonna be normal. This is gonna be normal, bro. The way he played is something that he can do every day, honestly. We're here to obviously help him and for him to contribute to us and help us out too. But again, I feel like with him being back, he's waited a long time for this, and he's really excited to play. Speaking for Zion, I mean.
Drew, ultimately the goal is to win, and tonight you guys came up short in that. But with the way that you have been playing lately, with knowing what you're adding with Zion, do you still see things tonight that you can build off of heading into Friday, Sunday, and this homestand that you have?
Yeah, really excited. I don't think our three ball felt like we wanted it to, but again, just I think adding Zion is a big part to what we want to do here and our success. So just being able to acclimate him to everything and being able to step out there and hit threes, and for him to feel more comfortable, in turn it'll make everybody else more comfortable too.
Zion, aside from not getting the win, I'm back up here. Was it everything you dreamed of, your NBA debut, going out there in such a big arena? Was it what you dreamed of?
Yeah, it was everything I dreamed of, except for the losing part. Just the energy the crowd brought, the energy the city brought. It was electric, and I'm just grateful that they did that. So it was a dream come true to finally get out there, but at the end of the day, I didn't want to win, so I just got to look the next game.
All right, thanks, guys.